That's much better, actually.
There's no crackling?
No, there's no more crackling.
Okay, I don't know what was in there.
Must have been something in the mic.
Can you hear my clicking?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move the mic. Back to where it was. You clicking?
It's all weird again. So static again? Yeah. How about now? Yeah. Take it off the monitor. It's probably the electrical interference. Because now it's back to normal. It's fine.
Can you hear clicking?
Yeah.
But is it like really loud?
It's not as bad.
Okay. Let's say short of like what was it?
That'd be bad. Yeah. It's not that. I'll turn it off.
Well, I'm just saying for us, just for I'm not saying we're gonna leave it there just for a second.
Oh, we can just turn it off. It's warm out. Yeah, it's fine again.
Say what you said.
Nice. Hold on. We're good.
Okay. Oh, so let us try. Oops, Wizard. Witch Doctor.
Witch Doctor looks like it's going to be fun. Hopefully you can do a little bit more with your summons, just because...
Oh, without armor, he looks so sad.
Yeah, but with the summons, you can just like stand there and let them do the work, so hopefully they work around that.
Yeah.
Or like let you... It might be a little more involved later on, but right now, he seems fun. He's kind of like the Necromancer in D2, but he can be a little slow, a little boring.
Yeah.
Spirits tell me, go, seek the credit.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming. We can't open the gates until we drive them back. They keep coming. I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates. Find Leah at the slaughtered calf inn.
Sound seems to be good. Try talking a little bit.
Okay, so this is Witch Doctor. First time I played him. Just, testing him out. Magnus has played him a couple times before our characters got wiped, so he knows a bit more of what to expect.
Watch out! The wounded are turning!
And hopefully it will be pretty cool. I saw we have like toads and demon dogs later on during levels, so that was pretty cool.
We've been under siege for 6 days.
Maybe a slight decrease on the effects.
Okay.
And just one more down on the voices. And I think it'll be pretty close to perfect.
Okay. Let's get some boots. Now, is he like the wizard in that his ranged abilities are controlled by the damage of his weapon?
Yeah, I believe all classes are like that actually.
His mask looks pretty cool. Okay. So now we got a couple items. And we can continue on.
How can I help to fight the risen day?
I admire your courage.
They're sucking
Yeah,
our
let's see
They're
what's
attacking
going
the barricade! There! That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
Skills. Plague of toads or zombie dogs. Call it zombie dogs.
You want the zombie dog. Definitely.
So now, something that we do know that I believe we talked about in the last stream, though, was that mana is not an issue during the first, I think, 10 levels of it, I believe. And then they said it's going to scale better later on to where, you're going to have to actually worry about it a little bit. They wanted to make sure at the low level you didn't have to worry about it as much, because it just slows down the game and it doesn't really offer, any strategic value when you're at such a low level.
This is a nice introduction. Let's see if you get comfortable with the game before they make mana managing hard.
Right. I love destroying pumpkins. So with all these summons, I'm starting to think that this guy might just be another one of those people that it's going to be easy to do the orc.
Yeah, I definitely think you could probably just stand there, have your dogs pull, take the brunt of the damage, and then just throw stuff from behind them.
Yeah, I think that might just be the nature of the boss, though. So, like,
Yeah.
I was a little worried about casters just being too overpowered because of the range issue. But, maybe there's a boss where, being ranged is actually more of a negative than being melee.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Also, casters can get swarmed pretty easily.
Yep.
And, they have the capability of adding a lot more mods. Once a caster gets swarmed, they're pretty much screwed once you can get out of there.
Oh, wait, what screen? What splash screen? Is the splash screen up?
Yes, it's still up.
Oh, okay, hold on. There you go.
you go. We're full screen now.
Yeah, I gotta remember to actually do that because it's really hard to see the full screen on the splash screen. We can also add a camera if we want to,
Okay.
but I don't know. That's up to you. I myself personally don't, care for.
What's the camera do?
No, like video camera, like the people.
Oh,
on the
they
stream
can see us play.
Right.
That's not really necessary. I mean, I know I'm a handsome motherfucker, but doing this there, I mean,
Well, maybe later if you want to do that.
yeah.
I myself, like I said, it's not really a super big deal yet.
No, I'm not worried about it. I mean, if the public demands our faces, then I guess we'll give them what the public wants. But currently, the public doesn't even know it exists, so.
True. Warev.
I return to Kandura.
Oh, he's dead. That's sad. I don't think I ever noticed who that was in the previous run-throughs.
Alright, sound seems to be good. I'm going to take out my headphones so I can hear you better and contribute more to the stream.
Okay. So we turn music on, but I don't hear any music.
Let's see. I'm not hearing any either. I'm just hearing ambience and effects. Voice is really low again. You might want to boost it up just once.
Oh, it's like the music that they have on right now is really quiet.
Oh. That's going to be a problem then.
Like I want to have some kind of music, but most you have to have rights to the music if you're gonna play stuff and load it up on YouTube.
That makes sense. But let's see. The only issue is we could turn it up a little bit more, but then when the loud part comes, it's going to completely drown everything else out.
Yeah, right.
So it's kind of a give and take thing. Like, do we wait and just save it for a louder moment and just put it to where it is now, or do we try and find a happy medium where we can hear the softer stuff and the louder stuff doesn't overwhelm it?
Zombie Dog's going to town. Don't even have to do anything. Okay, now that's a little bit in the background.
Some devious little...
Yeah, let me turn up the volume on my headphones. I can get it a little bit, but it's not anything spectacular.
Yeah, well, I don't want it to be too loud, so we can still...
I hear you.
You know. You should start streaming some Skyrim.
I think my computer will explode.
Oh, is Skyrim that hard to...
I'd push it pretty much to the limit with almost max graphics. I can't even max out the graphics. They're close, they're all on high, but I can't go to ultra. Otherwise it gets really choppy. It'll run it, but it just gets choppy, and I'd rather it play more smoothly.
Yeah. So we're gonna summon dogs, and
You'll need to open the cathedral.
and grasp of the dead.
That seems to be a popular combination.
Here, let
So
me...
we don't have to do anything.
Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Decker.
Did you know your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost in the Tristram to the demons.
Your mother hid her secrets here.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it.
Oh, that's weird. Worked out how I wanted it to.
Oh, what was that?
I like cast it and it went. Like I cast it over here, and then I was here and it cast it right at my feet. That was strange.
Here's the key, and my mother's
I
tomb.
will find Deckard. Stay here and study your mother's secrets. We may have need of them.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could.
Yeah, I think Witch Doctor is going to be a great support class for multiplayer. They kind of provide ads to take a bunch of damage and distract enemies. They do a lot of like movement control. I guess you would call it CC during WoW. But yeah, I think they would be really good for a party. Maybe they'll probably be good soloing because they have the summons, but I think they're very useful in a party situation.
Yeah. Yeah, so far the Grass of the Dead is on a timer, and it does so much damage that between the dogs in it, it's like, it's dead by the time you, everything's dead by the time you cast it.
Fallen star lies ahead.
Yeah, see, it just killed them outright.
Wow. Yeah.
And what does it do? It deals 60% weapon damage per second as physical for 8 seconds. So that's interesting, but let's try something else. Haunt. Dealing 300 and has wet arcane damage. Interesting. And then we got Toads.
I've played with Toads. I think they're kind of like one of those will be better when you add a rune to them. Like they're kind of cutesy and they're funny, but it's not as, I don't know, it's not as visceral. It doesn't feel as fun. Like, I mean, you're throwing toads at the enemy and killing them, which is kind of cool, but it's nothing like, oh man, I want to keep doing that. And I mean, maybe when you get a rune, when you turn the frogs into like monster frogs, or they explode in like some huge explosion, that'd be really cool. But as the base skill, it's kind of like, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, let's go Toads and Zombie Dog just to see. Put that there. That way we can spam some toad fun.
Fire them in the sky. Strange magic comes from the earth. You are evil and does you. I do not have enough mana.
He breaks stuff, that's pretty cool.
The poison dart's actually pretty effective because it does poison damage and it'll actually drain on the health.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I think this might be a lot cooler when you get other stuff for it, too.
It's just not that exciting.
It's a little like, it's kind of hard to control, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Dogs have really good AI, though.
Yeah, they're pretty fun. I mean, there isn't much to them, but they're rewarding in their own right.
pink. There we go. Okay, it's pink. That's cool.
Screws run really nicely. Keystone
Nice.
definition's good. It's only gotten choppy like a couple times, but yeah, the computer and the internet we got can definitely handle 720p easily.
Okay.
And when I get my new monitor / TV, we'll be able to do 1080p. There we go. So how do you feel on the Witch Doctor?
I think I still need to know enough about all the different abilities.
Yeah. The initial abilities, I mean, the summon dogs, the zombie dogs are definitely a must. They, you know, keep guys off you, they do a ton of damage.
I think it's going to be interesting to see a class when he finally gets all of the available skill slots.
Yeah.
Because then that's going to make you a lot stronger.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, there's so many more combinations. Definitely once they start introducing runes into the system. I'm really actually kind of disappointed they didn't have like 1 or 2, maybe even 3 runes available in beta just to show what they can do.
Yeah.
I know they're not supposed to introduce those until like the second act or so, but it just seems kind of, you know, something they could brag about, show on beta, like, hey, look at it, like, you can actually change how your spells are and how your abilities work. And, you know, that's a big thing, and they should have showcased that for beta, but I guess it's kind of a little surprise everyone when it comes out.
Yeah, it's like, I know that they don't want to show a lot of storylines, so that's why they didn't give you a lot of the act or anything. But out of all of the stuff that they have, they're really not showing a lot of the game.
Yeah, I agree. Like, it's enough to kind of satiate that, wow, you guys pushed it back, I really wanted to play it in 2011, but, you know, we got the beta, so it's fun, I get to play it, but yeah, they're not showcasing what the Cauldron does, or at least they didn't when I started playing. I believe I read in the patch notes that they took it out of the game, but it was originally in there, so I have no idea what the Cauldron is all about. And I mean, I suppose I could research it, so I should probably do that. But they also, they're not showcasing the runes. They're not showcasing some of the other, like, big things that they've announced and showed people. They're just kind of, like, leaving that, you know, surprise, we'll show you later. And, I don't know. Kind of wish they would showcase that a little bit. Like, give players the interaction, because, you know, they might learn something from it. It may cause certain issues, and like, obviously they're playing the full game in a very closed setting, but it'd be cool to see that in beta.
It'd also be cool to see maybe some more of the vendors too.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's fair enough that they're showing us one, just to kind of show what it's like. And you can level up pretty high, and you can actually see higher level items as you keep going, because now, like, we've leveled up the blacksmith so high, he's just producing, like, you know, level 20 gear. I think there's a couple of level 25 pieces. So, you know, you get to look into that, but it would be cool to see, like, what the others can offer. But, you know, at least they have a vendor to kind of mess with. They have a companion to mess with.
Yeah.
You don't have to put all that in storage. You can sell that.
I know, I'm just... Calls forth a reckless suicidal zombie that deals 140 weapon damage.
That does nice damage. That's fun to use. It doesn't have a big range, but it's a nice kind of combination of... no, it's not really a combination of anything.
Oh, the visuals for that don't seem... Like when the body starts to fall apart, it seems really pixelated. I don't know. I think they could have done
it. It could have been
job.
the resolution, too.
Yeah, possibly.
So we're on a lower resolution.
I think I'll try Haunt for a little while.
Uncle, you're alive.
Oh, it's not bad.
Please,
You
Uncle.
can control it mostly. Sometimes it'll go off in a little direction, but the range isn't that good.
Yeah. Well, even with the toads, the range wasn't that good. It seems like Poison Dart's the only good ranged ability.
Yeah, I feel like the Witch Doctor is kind of like a medium range caster, whereas like the Arcane, the Wizard, and the Demon Hunter are longer range. That might have to do with why he's a summoner. You're supposed to summon and kind of go in and do damage when your minions are attacking things.
Yeah.
Maybe it makes it a little more challenging, because if you're shooting across the map and you already have your minions out there, there's really no damage, or not threat of taking damage yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
My friends, I'm sorry.
They suffer us. Aid us.
Oh, it's cool that it jumps to other ones, too.
Does it? I didn't see that before. Oh, that
If the
is
target
cool.
dies, the spirit will automatically haunt another nearby enemy.
Oh. See, I didn't notice that when I did it.
It also seems like the range is affected by where you click.
Okay.
So, like, if I'm down here, I can click all the way up there and haunt something.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, no, that's a good range.
Oh, interesting.
Mira,
When I used it, it was always medium range. I mean, maybe they changed it up a little bit since the patch, but also maybe I just wasn't using it properly.
Yeah, wow, that just made him kind of broken. It's not even hard anymore.
I need your
can help. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hall.
Oh, yeah, that's why I couldn't,
See my fool
well, no, I
apprentice
used to sell
tell
that
him
stuff.
to get back to town. There's a big pack coming this time. Stand your ground. That's the last of them. The bridge is clear.
Yeah, because I cleared it. That's why the bridge is clear.
So yeah, sounds still good. Screen's really, really nicely. Just keeping it on it.
Yeah.
Take off the headphones for now, just so I can hear you better.
Yeah.
Caught in a video lag. Sound's still going, but everything's fine. There we go. We're back in normal.
Yeah, I don't have that sometimes. Even with some of the other people that stream like really big things, they have the same problems. So.
Yeah, it's just the nature of streaming.
Yeah. So did you see the changes they did to PvP?
No, I didn't.
They're making it to where now instead of it being more tournament, last man standing, it's going to be team deathmatch.
Oh, I did see that. That was, I think they announced that at BlizzCon that they're going to have two of them. Are they getting rid of the last man standing, or?
They weren't sure right yet.
Okay.
They were just, they said they were testing different builds.
Yeah.
Oh, I got another skill slot. So I guess oh, there we go. Hex. Summons a fiendish shaman for 8 seconds that will hex enemies into chickens.
That's fun. It's not really the most useful skill, but it's definitely a lot of fun. It's funny. You get to bring back the fetishes, those little bastards from the second one, and you know, we get to turn a minion into a chicken and you get to kill a chicken. So it's definitely useful, probably for tougher enemies, or if you come across like a group of really strong enemies, just to get one out of the way and make it pretty much useless.
I wonder if that's going to affect people in PvP. Because that'd be kind of broken.
Yeah.
Well, not really, because it's kind of like sheep or whatever, if you're playing a mage in World of Warcraft. So.
And I mean, I guess that'll be interesting. I mean, you have to get the shaman close enough. So, I mean, I guess if people just kind of avoid the witch doctor, they can kind of avoid the shaman, or maybe the shaman has some sort of hit points or something.
No, it doesn't have hit points. I can't even click on it, so it's like it's uncontrolled.
Yeah, maybe it,
Now the question is, does damage break it? It's like right there, it's a chicken.
Yeah. No, if you do damage to it, it stays a chicken.
Need more time.
Although that would be definitely an interesting dynamic to actually make it so that it's like the WoW polymorph, and that if you damage, the creature comes back. So it's more of a crowd control thing.
Yeah. Okay, there. One of them's a chicken. Oh, I killed him, so I don't know. I'm not sure. I gotta find a way of doing. Okay, I'm gonna take my weapon off so I can do damage without killing him so easily.
There you go.
Okay, chicken. Yeah, no, he's still chicken.
Yep. Yeah. They stay for a few seconds, so maybe like the players will have enough health to where, yeah, they'll take damage from being a chicken, but it won't kill them outright.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll make it so in PvP it's more of a if you get hit, you turn back into a player. But I don't know. Maybe they're not really trying to balance PvP, so they're just like, oh, you're a chicken and you die. Sorry.
Sorry.
For you.
That'd be kind of mean. You're a chicken, you died. Sorry. See you later. We're not balancing PvP. Haha.
Well, then you got the wizard's black orb of death.
Well, yeah, if the black orb can be dodged, being turned into a chicken, you can't do anything about it. You're a chicken. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. That's true. We'll have to see.
See, do zombie dogs give you health?
If you have a weapon that generates health per hit or kill, you might actually get health from zombie dogs. But otherwise, I don't believe you do.
See if I... Or no, okay, I know what it was. When they run into an orb, they heal themselves.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole group healed themselves. Now the question is, if I pick up an orb, does it heal them?
I believe it does. Don't quote me on that.
Well, here we go. They're a little bit low on health, and I have a healing thing right over here. The healing well. Yeah, it heals all four of them. Well, that might just be the well. Hold on, let me walk into this and see.
Yeah, it heals all four of you.
It heals all your summons, too.
That's useful.
Yeah, right? Because I was going to say, like, they haven't died. And I was like, I didn't know if they were taking them themselves. You don't have to worry. Like, if they accidentally walk into your... Or if they can even pick up those. Let's see if they can.
Yeah, I believe they can.
I don't know. It's hard to tell because they walk behind you.
So, I'm pretty sure they do, though. Although that's... Oh, maybe not.
Cell phone going off.
Oh, a sale. Got that? I just heard it in the screen.
Yeah, now they're right next to that health orb and they're not taking it.
Okay.
So...
that makes sense, though, because that means your reach for health orbs becomes... huge. Like, you can just have your zombie dogs go and attack something and get health for you if you're low on health, and that just seems a little unfair. So that's good. I don't even see your mana reducing like hardly at all.
Yeah, I have to cast it like for a long time. I actually don't think I can with Han. There was something else that I was using that could do it. It's only 47 mana and I have 550, so.
Yeah.
These are on timers, so I can't change it until I go back to town. You find something. See if there. I thought there was. Oh, the toads. I think could reduce my mana to where I ran out.
Oh, that's good. We should probably test that and compare it to Arcane Power and see if there's really any difference in regeneration rates, or are they pretty much the same?
Or maybe it was the. Because this one's 94 mana.
I do not have enough mana.
I'd say it's close. It's a little slower than Arcane Power.
Yeah.
But it's still fast enough to where it's not a problem.
Yeah.
And you can make a lot of toads. The more you really run out.
That's definitely a lot of toads. There's also a later skill where you get to throw a jar full of spiders, and you can get a lot of spiders out before they die. And they're basically like mini summons, like they'll just attack
I
and
need
you can
mana.
them.
Yeah. Even poison dart isn't that much.
But it
Need
makes
more
sense
mana.
that the mana would be on a slower regen just because you have those summons that you don't have to summon every 5 seconds. So
Yeah.
if your mana gets low, you can let them kind of distract your enemy and recharge.
Yeah, imagine something like Grasp of the Dead, Haunt, and Zombie Dogs. You wouldn't have to do anything. Even Grasp of the Dead and Zombie Dogs is pretty strong already. You know, but
I like the effect for Grasp of the Dead, and I'm really interested to see what the runes will do to all three.
I think the only problem is that its cooldown is too long.
Yeah.
Maybe that's only because of the current speed in which you kill stuff. That could probably play a bigger factor. Like if you're not killing things in 1 or 2 shots, then it'll be better.
It's definitely really good for like a boss fight or an elite fight where you can slow them down and do like a DOT kind of damage.
Yeah. Checkpoint. Oh, I can't go there because that's where I am. Let us see what special quest I get this time, if it's even in the script. There's 3 crypts in this area, so I'm going to have to look at all of them.
Yeah. It's usually there's only 2. There's the Jar of Souls and the 3 buried bones.
Yeah.
Jar of Souls is a lot of fun. It's a really cool dynamic where you summon a bunch of monsters out and try to kill you, and the whole point is you survive. At a higher level, you can start doing massive amounts of damage and actually get a really high multiplier. I got up to, I believe, 97 kills, 97 kill streak with the wizard, and that was pretty satisfying. It was fun.
So, does he have a movement ability?
The wizard? No.
No, not the wizard.
Oh, yes.
Doctor.
The Witch Doctor has the Ghost Walk. I don't know if you get it right away, but I'm pretty sure you do get it by 13. I'll have to look at that, at the skills to be certain, but...
Oh, you have to be at an altar to check it out.
Yeah. But Well, actually, no, yeah, you do. But yeah, you guys get the ghost walk, which you can walk through anything. So it's kind of a runaway, oh shit situation.
Yeah.
I think that's on the higher levels, level 10 or so. Maybe level 11.
Yeah.
You also get fire bats, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool.
Summons a bunch of fire bats that attack things.
Reminds me of like Zelda.
Right?
Those fire bats are so annoying.
Speaking of, I want to get Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
I'll have to talk to the girlfriend about getting that.
I haven't, like, I think Ocarina of Time was like the last one I played seriously.
Yeah.
And then I guess the one on GameCube was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really liked
Waker.
the realistic aesthetic. However, the wolf thing was a little like...
No, not that was the one on Wii.
That was also on GameCube.
Oh.
It came out on GameCube too. I happened to play it on GameCube just because I didn't have a Wii at the time.
Okay.
But I heard Skyward Sword is pretty amazing. It brings a lot of new things to the Zelda series while keeping a lot of the classical stuff as well. Also, it's ridiculous because I also want to get the new Kirby's Dream Land. I still want to get the Super Smash Bros. That I haven't gotten yet.
Yeah. Yeah, do not play Magnus in Super Smash Brothers, especially on the, I think it was the 64 we were playing it on.
Yep.
Yeah, he destroyed me on every single character, except for like one. And that was only because I decided to stop getting killed by Magnus.
Rez is a bit of a masochist, but...
I guess. I was like, I'm going to beat you on something. I never beat you.
You came close on GoldenEye. You came close.
Yeah, I had a 4-kill lead, and you came back. That was... That was more depressing than Smash Brothers.
Well, then I played you all on we had a 4-player GoldenEye, and I actually had the leaves just so you guys could catch up.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Proximity mines are fun though.
Yeah, those are fun.
Sorry guys, we're just idly bantering about old systems and games because, well, we're nerds.
Well, yeah, that's the point of the stream. Not to mention,
Oh, absolutely.
it had been a while since I had played a much older game. So, we look at games like Diablo and we take their graphics for granted, and then you go back to an old game and you're like, wow, this used to be state of the art.
Oh yeah. You used to be able to see. Like Super Smash Bros. Is so hard to see now, just because it's all pixelated and back in the day, that was top of the line. Like, wow, that looked amazing.
Yeah.
I think we're coming to a point where everything is so clean and high def that, yeah, we're going to have better graphics and it's going to be more realistic, and we're going to look at this and like, wow, that looks old, but it's not going to be unviewable the way some N64 games are now.
See, this is why dogs are broken.
Yeah, I really think you're going to have a really powerful summon stack, or kind of build with this guy. You can summon a bunch of ads. I'm sure there are runes that make it so you can summon more zombie dogs.
Well, I know, like, they showed in one of the beginning videos when they were announcing the game, you could, like, blow up your zombie dogs.
Yep.
And then keep casting them. That looked pretty insane.
And then, like, they had, instead of that zombie, the poison, like, suicidal zombie, you had, like, suicidal bears or whatever, which is just terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, bears are already godless killing machines as it is.
See, corpse spider, that just sounds amazing.
That's a lot of fun. It's another thing that distracts the enemy, keeps them away from you. Yeah, this is a very good support class. Like, if you have a set group of friends that you want to play with, have one of them be the witch doctor, because they're going to pull the enemy away from you. They're little minions and you're soaking up damage, and you can just go to town. This might be a really powerful PvP class, too.
Yeah, look at how much damage that does.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
It's ridiculous. I mean, we haven't even gotten into runes yet, so
Yeah, right?
you know, I know we keep harping on it, but it's just there's so many possibilities.
Pretty cool mask. I like the other one a little better though. It was more flamboyant, I guess you could say.
Yep. Each class gets its own kind of special things.
Needs repair.
I know demon hunters get a special armor, and then obviously their quiver and their crossbow, although other classes
I
can use
need
crossbow.
something more than making
Wizards get
mistakes.
spell books, spell
I
orbs,
want my life to mean
and
something.
wands.
We all seek meaning in great
Barbarians
Maybe
get
we will
belts.
find it together.
I think two-handed weapons and heavier weapons. And there's more weapon days. The witch doctor gets the Stygian dolls, the
I
mask,
do not have enough mana.
and I believe certain knives, ceremonial knives, I believe.
Yeah.
And monk, what does the monk get? The monk gets the fist weapons, the bow staves, and
So you get Spirit Walk at 12, so we will be able to use it in the beta.
oh, good.
So we just have to get the Scout at 12, which is already like level 8 or 9.
Yep.
7.
You'll probably kill the orc, and what we could actually do is after we kill the orc, we can show our audience a multiplayer game with multiple characters and show them like the flags, how that works, how you can teleport right to them, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
We have come at last.
Can I destroy his house?
No, you can't destroy Taint's house. I believe that would make a very sad deck of game. Nobody likes a very sad deck of game. Deck of game's the
No, that's not where I wanted to go. That's what I like something about the minimap. It pings kind of like where you need to go. So like if you're like you need to go to a certain waypoint, it'll just ping the waypoint for you. That way you know.
It's very, very streamlined. Definitely it wants you to fight things. It's not about, you know, trying to find that waypoint, running around the map. It's very, very streamlined. Also, be careful when you sit up or sit down in the chair. It's really will be on the screen.
You just need to get a chair that doesn't creak.
Alright, so she gets on double G40.
Yeah, that too.
Little less expensive. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a very addictive game. I mean, we've killed it like at least like 50 times now, and it's still fun. I'm still really enjoying it. I really like the aesthetic. Really
Yeah, I like it. It does have that Diablo feel, which I really like.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's one of those games where it'll be easy enough for people that want to be more casual and just kind of, you know, enjoy the game at their own pace.
Yeah.
And then with Inferno difficulty, depending on if they really say it's as hard as they say it is,
Yeah.
you know, you'll still be able to have that option of.
Yeah, it'll be a challenge, and also it'll make the items on the auction house actually have value, because it's if it really is as hard as they say it's going to be, those items aren't going to be that available.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know, we're being pretty optimistic considering we played D2 about a year ago, actually, and basically got everything in the game in less than a month, so...
Well, yeah, but that's also because of the online community, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you're playing, in a sense, legitimately, where you're just running with your friends and you're getting whatever you can get from the game, and you're not, you know, trading and stuff, the game has a much longer shelf life.
Yeah.
You know, especially with a lot of
Carry more.
the hacks and stuff that were in.
This is true. That's also going to be really interesting is how the trading community operates in this. Because of the auction house, are people actually going to be trading items in actual game servers, or just completely relying on the auction house? Because, well, why do I need to trade this person when I can either get real money or gold, and then convert that real money or gold into new items, or just, you know, cash in my pocket?
Yeah, that is true. I think it's going to take kind of like a mixed thing where if you happen to know someone, like you run with them or whatever, then you may just directly trade them instead of doing it on the auction house or whatever. Like, you know, if you're not going to just give it to them, but you have some kind of set of trade.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'd say if, like, you know, just a random person wanted you to, like, you know, craft them something or whatever, you know, they'd probably just look on the auction house first, because then that way you don't have to, with the randomized properties, I think the auction house is going to be a lot better of a decision.
Yeah, I agree, and, like, I think there's a lot of pros and cons to that. Like, I like the idea that you can make free money off of video, or not free money, but you can actually earn real money.
Free money. That's what it feels like. When you're thinking about making money off of a video game, it feels like free money.
The Freudian slip is correct. Freud is continually still right. But anyway, the pro is, we are making, you can make money off of this, and it opens up a whole new line of gaming. Like this, if this is successful, it could go into other games, it could go into WoW, and that's really exciting. However, like, there is, you know, there's a simple, like, kind of old school, I don't know, novelty about having those trade chats and, like, getting on those good channels and, you know, going back and forth. And, yeah, it wasn't fun when, like, someone ripped you off with the, what was it? The Sorcerer's Orb, Telrox's Orb, or something else. Because it was the same color, but, you know, you learn from that, and it was a lot of fun.
How did you? Well, you do know that the base item for the two items is different, right?
What do you mean?
Like they're called a different type of orb. There are different levels that we should never be able to get ripped off.
This was when I was like young. It was the same color, and I was so excited that I was getting it. I don't think it was Telrox's. I was thinking.
No, it's Malabrega's.
Yeah, was it Malabrega's?
Or no, Malabrega's is a Paladin's, I think.
No, yeah, it was. What was it? It's like that. It's not a set item. It was a unique item, and it's like the one you really wanted as a sorceress.
Oh, the Aki?
Yeah, the Aki. Yeah, because it was the same color and it looked the exact same. So they would present an Aki, and then you'd be like, "Oh, here," and then they would like quickly take it out, and put it back in. And I was so young and naive that I was like, "Oh my God, Aki!" And then it was like, you know, a blue item.
Yeah.
But I learned from that. I learned.
Yeah, I had people that tried to do that stuff to me, but I never really had that issue. I used to had a guy who wanted to do the like trade for the Annihilus charm, and he'd make you go outside of town, and then you would wait or whatever, and then as soon as you dropped the item, he would hostile you, and his minion would like just two-shot you. I saw that one happen to someone. That was pretty disappointing.
Well, it's just like you gotta have some sort of like what's going on when they're actually hey, go out of town, like we'll do the trade out there. But it's just people wanted those items so bad that they were willing to do that sort of thing, and I hope that kind of not desperation, but that like greed and desire for items in this game actually is on that sort of level, because that's going to drive up prices on most. You know,
well, yeah,
people who really play can actually make a good deal of money.
Yeah. At the same time, though, with the auction house, those kind of situations won't happen as much.
Oh yeah, the like actual situations won't, which is good. But I hope that desire, like willing to kind of do like go out into the little town for someone to get this awesome item that you want so badly, even though you know it's probably not a good idea. That kind of desire for that item exists in this game.
Yeah. That's also going to bring up a whole nother issue about account security. It's going to be a lot more important. But of course, I think that's with just a lot of games lately, and how they've been developing and stuff, and the amount of effort put into it, and the amount of money that you could make, at least even in a third-party sense, of having an account that has a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that's become a lot more important.
Yep.
So, with authenticators and stuff, Blizzard's already kind of, already on the forefront of that, so
yeah,
it'll be nice.
Definitely. As soon as I get Diablo 3 and we start up our trying to sell things on the auction house, I'm getting an authenticator on my phone immediately. Just because you need one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you run the risk of losing real money. Like before, it's like, oh no, I lost gold on my WoW account. And for some people, that's tragic. But for people like me, it's just like, oh, that sucks. Like, that's really frustrating. But now, like, we're talking about real money, and that's, that's a tangible thing.
You will soon turn.
That's actual stealing in a more
Need more
real
money.
sense than a internet sense.
Yeah.
Or gaming sense.
I need money.
Which will bring up a lot of issues, because I have a feeling that there are going to be hackers out there, and that it's going to be hacked to some extent.
Yeah.
Or attempted at hacking. I hope Blizzard's prepared for that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, like, what kind of hacks could come out, Because, like, if you think about a lot of the other Diablo hacks, it was like map hack and all that stuff, and like bots and everything, and you wonder if those are even really going to be necessary based off of how the game is built.
Yeah. I think we will see macro bots, just because that way you can keep the game running all day long and you can generate revenue. With the size of the stash, you can just keep going and going and going, have them pick up yellow items only, maybe like disenchanting all the blues, and then then you have a stockpile of stuff so you can craft stuff and see what you can get for crafting, and you have a bunch of items that you can now put on the auction house, which is, I think, a good idea that they're having it charge something. You get a certain amount free, but then the rest have to be charged. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting, that's for sure. I definitely think there's definitely going to be a rise in bot usage. And I mean, since everyone gets their own group now, like, we're probably going to see a lot of bot runs, maybe even people with like multiple accounts doing like their own 4-person bot channels.
Yeah, like multi-bot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very plausible. Which, it's like a lot of people say, oh, well, that's really cool, that's like a good idea or whatever, for people that hack, but at the same time, stuff like that's going to really ruin the economy. Like the people that are trying to, just, do it more on a personal level and not, be so hardcore about it, or even, it's not even really a hardcore issue, but, like trying to be more legitimate.
Yeah.
That's going to drive the prices down, so that's really going to be a major negative if they don't address the bot issue.
Yeah, that's something time will tell. They haven't really talked about it, it hasn't really been brought up. I hope it's on the back of their mind that, bots could exist, but at the same time, like, is it that hard for a bot to... Is it easy enough for Blizzard to detect bots? I mean, it's really just running macros, and that's kind of hard to detect unless there's clear coat signs of them just kind of spamming the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't know, that'll be interesting to see. I definitely think it's going to be a problem. I definitely think it's going to be there and available. But at the same time, it's going to be the people who make the bots that are going to make the most money, because with a lot of these programs, they can get into your account and they can, have your character transfer like really valuable items over to them, and then they're making more money. So it's people who do that will run the risk of losing their stuff unless they write the actual bots themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
So it'll be interesting. That's for sure. I hope they actually release the Necromancer class.
I do not have enough mana.
Later expansion. This is a Necromancer. Currently, they have the Bone Wall. He's got like the Poison Nova and stuff. So that's really interesting. I hope you can actually play that class later on.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think about like, even though we don't even have the game yet, so it is kind of funny to think about it. But you wonder like where they're gonna go after this point.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you kill all the you're supposed to kill all the primevals in this one, like all the lesser primevals.
Yeah.
It is Diablo, and he just seems to keep on coming back. But technically, he destroys Soulstone. Like, there really shouldn't be a return for him. But also, in this world, heaven is kind of against the Nephilims as well. With the help of Puriel, they've been in good standing. Maybe we might find that heaven decides to rise up and look to fight the brilliant heaven.
Yeah.
Kind of form of place, although that's probably controversial and might piss a lot of religious extremists off. Heaven's attacking them, but it's a different kind of heaven. It's different energy.
Yeah, no, I think with it being a video game, it's not really saying that angels are evil or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
they don't, in this world, they don't like the abominations, which happen to be us, or the Nephilims. So depending on how the story goes, maybe you don't actually fully kill the primevals, you just kind of temporarily defeat them and then come back, or you miss out on one, just like you missed out on Baal in Diablo 2. They released Lord of Destruction.
yeah, I kind of hope that like if they do an expansion, that it's a bit bigger than Lord of Destruction. Like Lord of Destruction did change a lot, game wise, like mechanics and stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of the items and everything, but. With the amount of that it added, I would have to say I'd like more.
Yeah, it was only just one act, and, considering they're splitting up StarCraft 3 into 3 separate games and all that, I would hope that, $30 to $40 expansion, if it's not even full price, has more than just one extra act, like maybe 2 or 3 even.
Yeah.
And to be honest, we don't know how many acts are going to be in Diablo. Will it be the 4-act standard, or is it going to be more?
I believe they did talk about that, but I just don't remember.
Yeah, I don't either.
I thought they said they did like the amount of acts that the original Diablo did for pacing, so they are going to keep that.
Yeah. It's just how long those acts are.
Need more mana.
And I generally like the idea of 4 acts. I just hope they are
mana.
long acts. But at the same time, this is Diablo, and we have
Need more
now
mana.
3 different difficulties to move up to, so not just Nightmare and Hell. So it'll definitely give some length to the game.
Yeah, that's true.
I do like the kill bonuses and the destruction bonuses. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, they said that they activated achievements. What kind of achievements are there other than like those?
Well, what they've unlocked so far is killing the orc with all the classes, maxing out the level on with all the classes, picking up gold. So if you pick up a certain amount of gold, you get achievements. killing elite monsters unlocks levels of achievements like killing 10, killing 20, killing 30, 40, 50. Also, getting Leoric to kill the skeletons that he summons. I think you can kill 15 of them unlocks an achievement. Doing the first part where you're at the gate. I just did this as a higher level class. Is doing it under 15 seconds unlocks an achievement. Just a bunch of different things. Pulverizing like 10 enemies. Having one shot kill 10 enemies at once. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
I do not have enough mana.
And I have enough mana, but I have enough spiders. Oh, my dog killed the pork and bring them all down. Yes, a clay pot with spiders breaks a table every time. Of course, my haunt spell can also break a table too. It also breaks stone statues.
Need more mana. I do not have enough mana.
So I've played the Sorcerer, and now I've played the Witch Doctor, and I think they're about the same, almost the same deal. I think Witch Doctor kills a little slower, but they're just as safe. Wizard, really overpowered right now, at least in low levels. Yeah.
I think the Wizard and Witch.
Yeah, that's true. Especially since the Witch Doctor gives everything that the Wizard doesn't have. Mm-hmm. Dual wield. You can equip 2 weapons. Yeah, I know that. I don't know why it told me that when I already had one on, but it's okay. Can I equip 2 offhand now? I just want 2 trolls, or 2 dolls, or whatever they're called. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see, we got a wand for a wizard. We got a magical chest armor, I guess we'll do that. Looks pretty cool, he has like a neck piece now. Oh cool, we got one of the big masks again. I'll go with that just because I like the mask, it looks cooler. Magify. 3 damage, roll the maximum damage, 3 to damage, 3 to damage, 17 gold. Okay.
I'm carrying too much.
No, I actually never got rid of any of the junk. Oops. I do like that even common items give you scraps.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be able to have so much stuff.
Oh yeah.
To be able to, you know, to really work up your skill. It's not gonna be like some of the other games where crafting is, you know, really tedious.
Yep. Everything has value to you. Like even if it is a low quality mace, it has some intrinsic value because you can disenchant it.
Yeah.
Even if you're, you know, good for gold for a while. Screen's breaking up. There we go. There we go.
Nice. I'm not in there, but spiders are.
Yeah, spiders are fun. Again, not the most, you know, thrilling technique you could possibly use, but it's kind of fun.
It just makes it so easy.
Yeah, right?
I'm just like, okay, and I'm gonna just wait for loot.
Need more mana.
What's going to be interesting is also how the skills level up with you. They seem to be pretty much dependent on the level of your weapon. However, like with the dogs and the spiders, like, do you get more dogs? Do they get more health? Like, what's going on with that? Because if these dogs are pretty much the same, like, they're just going to die instantly in Nightmare, let alone Infernal.
Oh, we can read them, maybe. Summons 3 dogs, zombie dogs, from the depths to fight by your side. Each dog deals 15% of your weapon damage to physical hits. So yeah, I don't know if their health is going to scale or not.
Yeah. Maybe you get better passives with them, like summons more dogs, increase dogs' health. I don't know.
I'm trying to see if there's, because you can get a lot of details with stuff, but I don't know if it's gonna tell you stuff like that, like your, you know, your dog's health and everything. There could also be passives, which I don't have yet.
Yeah.
That could increase.
That'll be in 2 levels that you can start checking out the passive you get.
Yeah. was like, where did I go? Up here. I love how my zombie dogs are like running out killing stuff I haven't even seen yet.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. They were like up at the top of the screen. I didn't even know there were, you know, monsters up there. Clay pot versus table. Clay pot wins.
Wow, that's a pretty powerful clay pot.
Clearly. Found like the library that has one scroll of companion, yeah.
I like the scroll of companion, especially when you're in multiplayer and people are just kind of rushing through. You can still get gold on the side, but your companion will go and run and get it.
Yeah.
It's a neat little kind of convenient thing. I wonder if they're going to have other scrolls. So right now it's a scroll of companion and an identify. Neither of which you use constantly.
True. Oh, okay, it's your turn. My hand is cold.
Alright, well, I'm going to sit, watch the stream, and I will play.
Alright, where are we?
You can click and drag the map. I do like how you can just dismiss them from there. Oh, you dismiss one at a time. Interesting.
Need more time. I do not have enough mana.
Yeah, you can definitely run out of mana. Wow, they just drain their life so quickly. But yeah, this is the witch doctor. Be able to look until we get to an altar. I actually like this ability setup right now. I like the spiders because they add a little more distraction to the enemies. That's just a cool effect. Again, it'll be interesting to see what the runes do, whether or not they change the creature. Oh, got caught up on the banister. I do like the multiple levels that you can do. So I can launch that down and release the spiders onto them.
returned from our horrific defeat in Westmarch, my beloved king lost all pretense of sanity. He seethed with rage, spitting curses upon us as traitors. With great sorrow, I ran him through.
So Raz, what's your favorite character so far?
Well, honestly, the Witch Doctor, the Bard, and the Wizard. I have to say Wizard probably just because it's the easiest.
Yeah.
Well, even though they're all fun to play, but like I know when game release happens, Wizard's going to be my first one to play.
Definitely.
So I guess I'm a little more biased and partial to that class, anyways.
I'm thinking. I'm in trouble deciding. I was thinking Wizard or Witch Doctor, but now I really dig the Monk, and I'm wondering if that's going to be my first character class or not. Just because the play style, you have to click like a lot of buttons together. Like it's not just one attack over and over and over again. It's multiple attacks, and like setting up for combos and kind of dashing in, dashing out. It's a little more visceral style of play, and I'm kind of digging it. But also, like, I want to do the teamwork thing and get a Witch Doctor just because he is so valuable in a team setting.
Yeah.
And Royal Crypts. See how easy it is to fight Leoric with the Witch Doctor. I imagine it's going to be fairly simple, just considering the skill set. Oh, I'm not going to bother with the sword. We already showed you guys that yesterday. And something I hope they fix is the ability to just skip this. I don't even have to bother if I don't want to. I'm going to go back in just to get the experience. However, I don't need to, and I think that's kind of silly. I think we're going to have this huge setup. We might as well have to lock the door and fight through it in order to move on to the next area.
Need more mana.
You are evil and loathsome.
Wow, 20 monsters, not bad.
I need mana.
So we should be level 9 by the time we finish fighting New York. It gives about 5,000 XP, and we're already at 12,000. Probably will be at 13,000 by the time we get there. As you can see, it's a very WoW-esque setup.
We have just arrived in Tristram.
Experience,
I must say,
skills.
I'm a bit dismayed. This place is a backwater
Well,
filled with
WoW,
thieves and
at
an
the same
ancient
time,
broken
WoW's
down
a lot of
monastery.
stuff from
Hardly fit for
Diablo
the king
too.
of
Diablo
Pandora.
too, so.
Yeah, no, you're right.
My
You're right.
Lazarus was so intent on
And
this
pretty
becoming
much
our new seat of
it's the
power.
standard now for any sort of RPG that uses skill sets and whatnot. Even not MMOs will use the that typical WoW kind of style of UI, and just because it's so effective, why fix what isn't broken?
Right.
It works, it works. Yay, destruction record. Oh, Jesus. Regeneration. As you guys just saw, better chance to finding magical items, or Magic Find is back, and I bet you that's going to be a very hot ticket item. Ooh, look at that.
No! Mojo Mask looks cooler.
I know. But, unfortunately, the stats beat the aesthetics currently. Ah, we got a yellow from a blue. Oftentimes with a yellow item, you're pretty much guaranteed yellow crafting, but with blues, sometimes you can get them. I've even gotten a rare, which was a Bart, and that was really cool. Now we got two. Awesome. Very nice. I don't believe you can craft anything with Bart,
the manor we now call home.
especially in beta, but that'll be useful
seems to be enjoying himself in our new home,
later
however,
on,
even with
when
his
the real
brother
game
Abe
comes out.
off to become
Not
a
that I'll
warrior.
have it anymore, but
Perhaps
to
I'm
know
simply
that a
suffering
blue item
from
can
an
drop
imbalance of humors
a
brought on by the recent change of
rare crafting item. And Leoric.
You will never defeat me!
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped that they brought Leoric back. I liked Leoric in the first Diablo. He was kind of a he along with the Butcher. I actually hope they actually bring the Butcher back. That would be a lot of fun as well. I mean, you did kill him, and he's not a ghost, so it might be a little harder to plot-wise to bring the Butcher back. But I think that would be cool if they could find a way to do that.
Like, you know, kind of like with what they do, you know, like do like the
Fallen Star kind of resurrects him and brings back a lot of the old evils from the first one.
Or even like, you know, the son of the Butcher or something like that.
Yeah, or just like that, the new Butcher, you know, same kind of aesthetic, different guy, but really it's the same guy. We just wanted our Butcher back. Sorry, collecting gold because I'm greedy. We'll get this started. Or maybe not. There we go. I don't even have to cast an attack spell. I can just let my minions do all the work. And there's first stock, so we'll bring up a new bear, or a batch. Ow. Grab that health orb. Apparently I'm low on health. So I haven't gotten a lot of damage, but I do have generally weaker items. Normally he would be very dead by now, but a little lower level, and items are generally weaker. So we're not doing the damage output that we normally would be at this point. in the beta with a lot of our characters, but not really challenging. I had to use a potion, but I'm not really feeling stressed about it. Just kind of running around, having fun with it, and killing him. Ooh, high belt, excellent. And I get fire bats now, awesome. That's a fun one.
Yeah, we're having some lag issues.
Are we?
While in the fight.
That's unfortunate.
I don't know if it might just be that we have to reduce the quality of graphics. Because it was only lagging when he was casting certain spells.
Interesting. I haven't had that problem before, but we'll have to look into that some more. Let's see, do we have any more pages? No, we do not. Turn all this into common scrap. That is not needed. Train. Almost level 5. Just a couple more. But since we're here, we get some items. For instance, shoulders. Maybe some better boots. Definitely some better armor. Gloves. Bracers too. Now I'll be doing a lot more damage. We have X dagger. Mojo. Oh. That's interesting. Fortunately, we can't use it, but that is pretty cool looking. I guess the max stack is 100. Just found that out. So the most you can stack currently for common for a common scrap is 100. And here's the legendary. So legendary items are actually going to be brown. And I don't know what the color unique items are going to be, but they are. It's definitely brown for legendary, blue for magical, and yellow for rare. Let's unlock another. Oh, I don't know. What do you know? But I do want fire bats. That's for sure.
Well, this is its. Oh, okay.
And this is what fire bats looks like. What's that? Oh. It's medium range, but does lots of damage. can kind of hold it. It's the equivalent of that Inferno spell from the 2 Diablos, where you just hold it, send out a bunch of fire.
Need more mana.
That's a lot of fun. Alright. Well, guys, I gotta get going. But thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We'll have more for you in the coming days. Probably a little more of the class review for a monk. And we'll look into the wizard, just kind of showcase him, as well as the demon hunter. And then we'll get into more stuff. Strategy, multiplayer, all of that for you guys. So thanks for tuning in, and have a good one.